I appreciate the OSCE having this important discussion, particularly about our upcoming meeting in Birmingham, England. Americans will come with a strong delegation and will be strongly supportive of the people of Ukraine and the European Union and the OSCE. America turned its heads away from Europe. It turns its head away from the OSCE during the administration that we just got rid of. We had 4 years in the dark, and we're out of the dark and we're in the light. And President Biden and his administration and the Democrats in Congress, but in this circumstance, a bipartisan group in Congress, support the OSCE, support what we are doing in Ukraine, and support democracy around the world, and oppose Putin and Belarus. At the meetings in Birmingham, we need to do the strongest things we can to show our support for Ukraine, our support for democracy, and against these countries, Russia and Belarus, who have violated the Helsinki Accords and every principle enunciated therein. They are members of our group, but they're not members in spirit, they're not members in fact. They are members only on paper at this point. We have seen what is clearly a genocide taking place in Ukraine. Putin made it clear when he said he was going to engage in a special military operation. The special military operation is to destroy the Ukrainian people, to kill as many as possible, to take what is reportedly 1 million Ukrainians to Russia, where they will be indoctrinated and into Russian culture and to try to make them Russian citizens. The raping and killing of women, to the extent, as some Russian soldiers said to women, that they would never be able to reproduce and have children, Ukrainian children, in the future. This is a horrific assault on the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian culture. Cities destroyed, reduced to rubble, cultural sites destroyed, people, children, young, old, you name it, murdered and raped. We had several people come before our OSCE, our Helsinki Commission in the United States, testifying, and it's clear this is a genocide, and we need to declare it such in Birmingham. And we need to do all we can to encourage the free world to come together. This is a fight for all of our democracies. We must thank the Ukrainian people, hail their valor, their courage, unlike any we've seen in recent times, in standing up to this oppressive force and this illegal war, AKA special military operation. They are fighting for us. They're giving their lives. They're giving so much. We need to give them all we can. In the United States, we've got great problems with inflation. That's causing political problems for the Democrats. We could lose our elections next fall and lose the House and Senate. And if we do, we've got some dark forces taking over our nation. And we'll have to depend on President Biden's veto and his strength in his administration. But we are taking the course we need to take in supporting Ukraine. Last night, we passed in the House, the strong bipartisan vote, support for Ukraine, not just militarily, but human rights, monies for the refugees, for the countries surrounding Ukraine that are taking so many refugees, and for support of them and for rebuilding of Ukraine, and moving our embassy back into Kyiv. And we spent close to $40 billion in that bill. This is not helping with the inflation fight. The fight with Russia, where they've cut off, and we've decided not to import Russian oil, and the changes with the Russian gas supply has caused inflation to go up around the world. We can't control the Chinese problem with the shutdowns and the supply chain. We are suffering from this, and we may suffer politically, but we are committed, regardless, to doing what is right for Ukraine and for the people of the world and for democracy. This is our stand. This should be the stand of the OSCE, and I know it will be. I am proud to be a member of the Helsinki Commission, to participate in the OSCE. I will be in Birmingham with a strong voice, the united American voice, for support for Ukraine against genocide, and to stand up to both Russia and Belarus, who have launched this invasion, supported this invasion, and stomped on human rights in their countries, and been against people having the right to vote in free elections. Thank you all for participating. I'm honored to be with you, and glory to Ukraine.